Apple had an event on September 7th where they announced their new iPhone 14 lineup. We have 4 new iPhone for this year. There are some exciting features and some not so exciting announcements. Features, price, available dates and everything you need to know about the new iPhones coming up. Let's begin with the iPhone 14. First off, it's the same design as last year. Nothing changed in terms of the looks. Second, iPhone mini is dead. Instead, replacing the iPhone mini is the new 6.7-inch iPhone Plus. Why would Apple name their two 6.7-inch models, one as Plus and the other as Max? Only Apple will know. But the Plus model is the welcome addition. The 6.1-inch and 6.7-inch iPhone 14 models are identical in all features except the screen size. The screens are the same XDR OLED screen as last year with the same pixel density and no promotion. In 2022, a $900 phone without a high refresh rate is a serious letdown. The next not so exciting news, which was already leaked beforehand, is that the iPhone 14 and Plus models come with the same A15 Bionic processor as last year. The only change is that now they come with a 5-core GPU, same as the iPhone 13 Pro, instead of 4-core GPU like last year. So do not expect great performance gains over iPhone 13. Next, the cameras. Apple has continued the trend of bringing features from the previous Pro model to the iPhone 14 as well. This year, the iPhone 14 and Plus gets the same camera as 13 Pro. It's the same 12-megapixel main camera with 1.9 micron pixels and f1.5 aperture. The ultra-wide did not get an upgrade this year. It's the same as last year's iPhone 13, 12 megapixel and f2.4. The front camera on the other hand has gotten a large f1.9 aperture with autofocus. Other than the minor improvements to the camera hardware, Apple has brought 2 software features to the iPhone 14 camera which adds up to the hardware improvements. First is the different image processing pipeline which Apple is calling Photonic Engine, which improves low light photography. Apple claims we can see 2x improvements in low light photos. We'll test them out once the full review is out. So make sure to subscribe to get notified when the video drops. Second software feature is the video stabilization mode called Action Mode. Apple promises gimbal level software stabilization for videos which looks really promising. Next, battery life. Apple doesn't release battery specifications, but Apple is claiming 1 extra hour of video playback and 5 extra hours of audio playback. It's definitely a good thing, but I believe this could be due to the iOS 16 and other software optimization rather than due to a larger battery. 1 hour isn't much, but considering iPhones already have best battery life, it's nice to see improvements on battery as well. Apple is improving its sensors and safety features on iPhone 14. With a better gyroscope and accelerometer, iPhone 14 gets a car crash detection feature which will automatically notify people in case of a car crash. The iPhone 14 can also contact emergency services even when there is no wireless signal through satellites. These two are really impressive features. The emergency SOS via satellite though seems like a subscription service. Apple mentioned that it's free for the first 2 years with iPhone 14, so there could be some service costs tied to it later on. All iPhones in the lineup starting this year do not have SIM card tray and instead are moving to an eSIM. So that's iPhone 14 and 14 Plus. No LiDAR scanner, no promotion, no new processor, same starting storage of 128GB, but better main camera, larger screen and safety features. It's a mixed bag in my opinion. It costs $799 for the iPhone 14 and $899 for the 14 Plus. Comes in 5 colors. You can pre-order starting September 9th and available September 16th. Next, let's look at the Pro models. Personally, I was excited for the 14 Pro. Let's see what we have got. Again, the same old design that we have seen in iPhone 12 Pro and 13 Pro with a new purple color which looks really nice and with 3 considerable changes. First, the infamous notch is gone. Not completely, but evolved into a pill-shaped cutout. Apple is calling this with a fancy name again, the Dynamic Island. So all the live notifications and animations are integrated into this pill notch up top so that the pill stands out less and feels more inclusive into the design. It's a nice touch actually, making a feature out of a design element. Music, live notification, etc. will be a part of this pill cutout. Second big change is the display. The screen size itself is the same for both Pro models, 6.1-inch and 6.7-inch. But Apple is saying they are making the borders a little thinner. I doubt it will even be noticeable to the human eye unless compared side by side. The display now also can reach a peak brightness of 2000 nits outdoors, which will make using the iPhones in the sun much easier. But the big change is that the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max comes with an always-on display. The LTPO display now can be refreshed as low as 1 Hz, meaning it will refresh just once a second and will stay on. It won't be a black and white display unlike a few always-on displays, but can show natural colors dimmed down when always on. It's a nice addition. Next, the performance. The Pro models get the A16 Bionic processor this year, manufactured out of a 4nm process, meaning they are more efficient and slightly more powerful with a 6-core GPU. It's slightly confusing as to how powerful it is because Apple usually compares the chip with its previous year chip, but this time Apple compared it to 2019 A13 and said it's 40% faster. So I'm guessing the gains were not considerable against A15, which is why they did not put those numbers. It also means that the iPhone 14 and A15 won't be so far behind performance with the Pro models. Okay, next the cameras. There was an expected surprise and an unexpected disappointment in the camera category. The good thing, like the leaks, the Pro models now get a new sensor for the main camera. It's a 48 megapixel camera with pixel binning. Again, Apple has a fancy name for pixel binning called quad pixel sensor. Basically, you don't want 48 megapixel photos on your phone, which will take up a lot of space. So industry norm is they usually merge or bin 4 pixels together to create 12 megapixel photos called photo binning or quad pixel sensor. It's also a large sensor, and since it's 48 megapixels, Apple is cropping the middle 12 megapixels and showcasing it as 2x telephoto. Basically, it's just a cropped 48 megapixel photo without the pixel binning. The good thing is, in Apple Pro RAW format, you can capture the whole 48 megapixel photo and crop and edit the way you want with more flexibility. The ultra wide also got a larger micron sensor for better macro shots. The front camera also has a larger aperture for better low light. And with the new photonic engine processing, Apple claims low light performance is 2x better across all cameras. Action mode is also available in the Pro models. Apple has decided not to go with 8K videos this time, although a 48 megapixel camera can technically record a 8K video. Maybe processing an 8K video could have been an issue, but Samsung S22s can already capture 8K videos now. So not sure why Apple with its world's fastest chip cannot handle 8K videos. The Pro models also get the car crash detection feature and the emergency SOS via satellite like the iPhone 14 models. The big takeaway is better low light and detailed photos with action mode and always on display. Those are the two features which really stood out this year for me. The smaller notch, safety features and slight increase in performance are good additions. The starting price is same as last year at $999 and $1099 and will be available on September 16th and pre-orders from 9th of September. Let me know which iPhones were you most excited about and which features stood out the most for you in the comments below. Also subscribe to watch the detailed review of iPhone 14. That's it for now. See you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye bye.